Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in here on Raw Stats Reviews. So the last week, today is Sunday, the last week was a fantastic week for me as a collector. Probably the best week as a collector that I have ever experienced, because not only this guy here arrived at my home, but also the Sculpted Touch Superman that you see here in the back, and also the New 52 Batman that you see here on the very left corner of the video. So I will be doing reviews of all of these three here for my channel, and today we are starting here with this fantastic Dark Knight Master Race Batman Frank Miller style from a Del Auto cover from one of the hard books of the Master Race Dark Knight Returns 3 storyline. And man, this statue is just awesome, really. It is bulky, it is massive, it has a sculpted cape which flows here in the wind to his left side, which looks amazing in my view. The base is really good, which I will show you in a second. Some people said it has dull colors. It's probably true for some areas, but overall I like it pretty much. Actually more than a lot of the other bases here of my Prime 1 figures sometimes. What I especially like is that it has a very dark black color, which looks cool, and of course the eagle with the wings in the back gives it a lot of presence and makes this figure here complete, almost like a diorama a little bit. And of course this comes really directly from the scene of this comic book cover. Really cool. Alright, so as you know, the Frank Miller Batman, he is a older Batman in his 50s or so. Still very juiced up, as you can see. Very gritty and dark, and also using violence in order to achieve his goals to rinse Gotham City from the bad people. So was a completely different style that Frank Miller created here for Batman in the late 70s and 80s, which I personally like very much. So I think that this style of Batman influenced the newer movies as well, and very, very cool, really, to create, so to reinvent Batman back there in time. So props to that. If you haven't read the story, at least the first Dark Knight Returns comic is really, really good. Really a classic piece of comic literature. So just can recommend it. So yeah, let's jump into the detailed review, and we will start off with the base as always. So this, of course, this massive eagle rooftop gargoyle thing. Classic Batman theme, of course. And as you can see, the base has a pretty dark, almost black color. And of course you can say that the colors are a bit dull, but could be more detailed. But I mean, this is a stone structure, so I think for that it has been pretty nicely done. Down here it could have been painted a bit better, to be honest, especially also these vines here. They look a bit plasticky with the colors that they used. So that's something that indeed could have been done a little bit better. But overall, what the eagle is concerned, I think the colors are pretty nice, actually. So you've got some of this stone color elements, sand coming through here at some areas here, for example. and then most of the rest is just a black tone. That looks pretty good. Really like the details here of the eagle very much, with the open mouth here of this massive bird, and the feathers pretty nice. The wings are removable, in case you're wondering. It's pretty massive base, as you can see, so the depth is pretty large, but the wings go more up than to the back, so they do not take too much space in terms of depth, so it's still displayable. So they solved this pretty good, but you can remove them if you want and it still looks good, so no worries about that. So let's get up to the figure itself. You can see that his boots are super detailed, of course, and you can see that they painted them to reflect that he has been walking through mud and dirt. Pretty nice how they did it. Of course, also the leather structure is pretty cool. And then you have this classic kind of pants here of this Miller style Batman with this yeah, kind of fabric look to them. Very well done, as always, by Prime 1. So I love how they put the wrinkles and folds and everything always into the right place, so that this looks really like a fabric suit. Really good. And I also like the colors here, how they painted the pouches. And what is cool here for this Batman is, of course, that he has some pouches here on his right upper leg, which looks really cool. And the belt here is also really well done. Same for the pouches up there. So they're really well painted. No paint issues at all with this figure. That looks super good. They go not all around his body, but only here in the front. So in the back there's some space for the cape. Then this is, by the way, the deluxe version. So he's got a couple of switch outs, which is, for example, this batarang hand where he holds 4 batarangs, which looks really dope. These are, of course, plastic pieces, so you have to be careful that they do not break. They are pretty delicate. So gauntlets look amazingly good, same as the boots. Really nice texture to it, as you can see. And I love the gold blades, fins. Really detailed, as you can see. Very cool. So his upper body is, of course, massive. He definitely worked out a lot, or is working out a lot. And then you've got this cool yellow and black Batman logo here, which is also known here from the 90s, from the 89 classic Batman movie with Michael Keaton. Looks really good. A little bit bulkier here than the one that they used in the movie there in 89, but that looks awesome. So you can also exchange this one here for another chest emblem, classic black one here, the Miller black one. And what you need to do is you need to slide it in there a bit, and then it just pops in there. So you have 2 little holes here in the cape where you can place this in, and yeah, sits perfectly in there. and gives him already a totally different look again. So I prefer the other one more, to be honest, because it pops and goes well with the yellow of the belt. But if you prefer this one, I think this is the only one you get with the regular version, if I'm correct. So if you want the other one, the yellow and black one, you need to buy the deluxe, which I would definitely recommend. But anyway, looks pretty cool with that Miller style Batman logo as well, most definitely. The plate is very well done, as you see, sprinkled with some white dots and a little bit battle damaged. It's really good. And as I said, the texture here and the details of the upper body are amazing. So this guy really has got presence, I can tell you that. So here in this constellation that I have him here, he holds the rifle up into the air. The rifle is also super well done. It's kind of the sniper rifle here with the magnifying glass there, telescope, and yeah, has a good wooden structure. Could have been done a little bit better in my view, but it looks pretty good. Has a bit of a plasticky touch to it. I think the gun from the first version is done a little bit better. What the wooden parts are concerned, so the rest looks really good. I also like that the this band here, that this moves around and goes around the gun here on the upper end, which gives it a dynamic look. Really cool. He's pointing here with the finger, holding the gun, and here for the thumb, this is removable, and the gun is just held in the hand and then held by the thumb here in place, which gives you a little bit of concerns when you place this here in this hand first, but it really holds very good in there, so no problems with that. Yeah, as I said, gauntlets perfectly well done. Looks really like natural leather gauntlets there. And then this cape is the highlight of the statue, I would say, together with the portraits. Well, I think everything is a highlight on the statue, to be honest. So this gives him so much presence, and it's so well done. The flow of this cape, super detailed. Love the blue-black color tone that they used. And yeah, let's take a full look again here on this statue here with the flow of the cape. I mean, can't get any better, to be honest. So this is so dynamic, incredibly well done statue in my view. So really cool. So let's do a 360 before we then come to the portraits. There are 3 of them, and all of them look really good. So the one that I have displayed here is my favorite, because it's something different that you haven't seen before on other Batman figures, that he is really looking pissed off here with only one side of the mouth opened, and yeah, making this movement with the lip that you do when you're really mad and disgusted. And look at this face. I mean, you can really see that he is old. He got folds already here in the skin, and this is really well done. A little bit too dirty maybe in my taste. The facial paint of the first Miller Batman was a little bit better in my view. So this one is really dirty or so a little bit too much shade in there maybe, but looks really good still. So no complaints, no big complaints at least. And well, I mean, I love the shape of the cowl here of this Miller style Batman a lot. It's probably my favorite style of Batman cowl ever made, to be honest, with the very short ears. And that's why I also love the Batfleck version so much. And the whitened out eyes are, of course, amazing. Love it. Texture on the cowl is also very well done. Gosh, I love the side view here on the portrait as well. Okay, so let's exchange this for another portrait. So we've got a regular one, if you want to call it like that, which is this one here, where it just looks stern, which is pretty cool. I like it. Just like the other one more, because it gives him a little bit more character than this one. But overall this looks also really good in my view. Check this out. Gosh, this figure is so good. So if I think about it, it's probably my most favorite 1/3 Batman. Right now at least. Got a lot of Batmans, especially 1/3 scale, as you may know. Check out my other videos, you can see reviews of all of the Batman statues that I have. But this one is really super well done, guys. Perfectly executed. Wow. And this is the classic angry look with the open mouth here, which is also very cool. Really nice side views. So I've been trying to make this kind of expression on face myself for a couple of times when I got Batman statues in, and it's really difficult to look like that, and I wouldn't look like this even if I was mad. So no idea why they always give these figures this expression. I mean, it looks cool, but it's not very natural, I would say. So I mean, maybe you want to try to do it yourself. You will see that it's quite an unnatural movement. So, but it looks dope in my view. So, little nitpick. This magnet here is not really strong. It will hold in place most definitely, but it could be a little bit stronger. So, and you've got here a normal, regular just like that fist hand, which looks pretty cool as well. If you don't want him to hold too many weapons, just the gun in his left hand and just making a fist in the right, you can do that here, which looks pretty awesome. And then we have another hand constellation that I want to show you. So you can remove this whole arm here. Kind of a separate piece, as I told you. And then we can it's a little bit difficult here to do this one-handedly. So let me put the camera down for a second here. And I'll try to do this here with two hands. So, there we go. So you can have him hold this kind of grappling hook here. So you have to play around with this rope. This is a real kind of fabric rope, and go through this hand and then through that hand. So you have to place this in yourself, by yourself. So the grappling hook is separated in the box, and then you need to put the rope through this hole here in his hand, and then it goes here to his right hand, and there's where he holds it. You can also hold it, of course, only in the left hand, so you need to put it in there a couple of more times, and which looks also cool. So then you can have this hand together with the battering hand on the other arm, which looks awesome. But this is how it's meant to be honest, to have him hold this here in both hands, and gives him a pretty cool look as well. I haven't decided yet which one I like more, but I think the look with the gun gives him a little bit more presence in my view, and it's also the original look from that hardcover from the graphic novel, so it's more classic if you will. So I'm probably will be displaying him at least for the most time with the gun, but this one here, this looked is also very, very cool. So this was basically my review on this statue. I really think it's a masterpiece, this Master Race version of Batman. So Prime 1 really outdid themselves here. Quality is perfect, everything arrived in perfect condition. The base could have little better colors, so that's probably the only nitpick. But I really like the eagle, and the eagle is colored pretty nicely, and the wings as well. Just the base of the base. So the structure here from the building, that could have been done a little bit better, really. I don't know why they have cheapened out here a little bit. The statue itself with this cape and this presence here of this crazy old Batman is a 10 out of 10, guys. There's nothing else I can say about it. Really, really well done, Prime 1. Props to everyone who was involved in the development and manufacture here of this piece. And thanks for bringing this to us, the collectors. So you get a lot of quality here for your money, most definitely. Alright, so please let me know what you think about this figure down in the comments below. Would love you to hear your thoughts on this piece. And yeah, please give me a like if you thought that this review was good for you. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you want to. And if you don't want to miss any new videos coming out, then please also hit that notification bell, so that you are notified when I upload a new statue review to the channel, which will happen very soon. The next one is this guy here, back there, and then, as I said, the new 52 Batman, which is an absolutely amazing piece. Best 1/4 scale Batman that I have ever seen. I can already tell you that. So, thanks again for watching, and see you next time, guys. Bye bye.